Cowboy Nation, the meditations of our thoughts and minds, hoping that we can conjure up a peaceful draft, right? That one player that we need to push ourselves to victory is waiting at the door. It is exactly almost 48 hours before that happening. The question that we need to ask ourselves: will Jerry make the right decision? And as we meditate this morning, we're hoping for a peace to enter our hearts, and all the naysayers, the ESPNs of the world, the sports centers, for them to just relax, sit back, and enjoy the America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, as we finna to take over the league with these picks. We also pray that Jerry, if you can listen to us, make that right decision. Make the right decision. Don't get too cute. You don't have to put a fancy bow tie on it. It's already well dressed. She's already beautiful. For as we done suffered the 4-12s, the 8-8s, the 8-8, the 8-8, and the 8-8, we did not taste playoff victory in a while. For the sweet glory of this particular franchise, as diehard fans, we've been waiting since 1995 for us to step back and claim all glory, as we sat back and saw teams that wouldn't even exist if Jerry and the other owners said, hey, to each his own. We're not going to do the salary cap. Think it's not strange that Jerry decided to sign off on the TV deal and the contracts for the salary caps and this sort of thing. And that's how we have these teams that's like your Baltimore Ravens of the world and the Saints of the world to win Super Bowls. Believe it or not, those franchises would not stand alone if it wasn't for the Cowboys, the Steelers, the 49ers, and I hate to say this word, the Washington Redskins. These are marquee teams, the New York Giants of the world, right? They bring in such a high power as far as media attention. The numbers don't lie. Just follow the money, right? But neither here nor there. I'm not going to get on that particular topic. What we're talking about now is the 2016 season. We're beyond the aspect of the salary cap era and who took whole control of that particular era. We all know that's the Pats or the Patriots, however you want to call them. But neither here nor there. Jerry Jones, the GM, we need for you to just open up your mind. Don't try to sell us the moon that is made of cheese. For as we already suffered long enough, now it's time for us to step out and walk on glory. With that first pick for us for the 4th overall pick, that first pick in the draft, will it be Jalen Ramsey or Ezekiel Elliott? One can argue the team needs defense, or one can argue the team is in high of need of a superstar running back. But I can say this right here. If you have the fastest car in the parking lot, well, let me reverse that. If you have a Mercedes-Benz, I'm talking about the best class of Mercedes-Benz you can name. Fully loaded, right? Superb engine. Bona fide transmission. Hell of a driver by the name of Tony Romo. The guy can just turn on a dime. Got all of these resources at his fingertips. The question is, why would you go to Walmart and buy some Douglas tires and put on that Mercedes-Benz? I'm sorry. McFadden and the Alfred Morrises of the world, they're nothing but spare parts. Old, used, and busted out tires. Let's put that nice, shiny rim on that car. Those high performance tires that's built to last with no miles on it. And you sit back without a doubt in your mind that within at least with minimum, within the next 5 years, you don't have to worry about changing out those tires. That car is just gonna roll and glide, and it's gonna host that Lombardi Trophy up. It may seem weird, it may be strange, it may be out of the norm of what you normally do, what any top team would normally do. But the teams that's following the other teams don't win the Super Bowl. Everybody has their philosophy, all 32 teams. But at the end of the year, each and every time, it's that team that adapts. It's that team that makes that radical decision. Say gamble. But it's that team that made that right gamble that wins the Super Bowl. Let's look back at Denver when Elway was on his way out. Yes, one can argue and say, well, Terrell Davis was drafted in the late rounds or what have you, or walk on, whatever his story may have been. But someone else can argue the fact that Elway would not be Elway if it had not been for that running back. And we done gambled enough already on trying to find that back that's way, way back, like the Joe Randalls of the world. You might as well throw what's this guy name? I forgot his name already. DeMarco Murray in the mix, because the guy was trying to dribble the ball in the playoff last I saw. It was those missing pieces. It was that one element, the insufficiencies of the running backs that we had on that particular draft or in the past 5 to 6 years. We could just go all the way back. I remember when we had Troy Hambrick out there. Swatty had one direction run, right? And then we picked up, we drafted the kid Julius late in the rounds, right? Small, couldn't take hits, kept getting injured. When he finally got a chance to play, it was just time for his contract to be up, and we had to get rid of him, right? And then we picked up the two-head monsters or what have you, the Marion Barbers of the worlds, and the other Jones kid, I forgot his name, Felix Jones or something like that. Those players are allegory. They had missing elements. They wouldn't top draft. They wouldn't high pedigree. But now you got a chance to get a high pedigree with that offensive line. You got the Mercedes. Just make sure that you have the right tires on that Mercedes. That's all we saying for the Cowboys fans out there in the nations. Oh, and shout out to the subs who sitting back and watching this video of me lamenting the fact that we just need that type of player. Now, to hedge my bet on all of what I just said, if you do decide to pick up Ramsey, and lo and behold, and we pray deeply that he does not become Morris Claiborne Jr., that if you do decide to pick up Ramsey and he decide to be this miraculous player, then we will take that. But that's a hell of a gamble, looking at the past trends of the Cowboys selecting a defensive player outside of DeMarcus, where I just can't think of a defensive player in the first round that made a hell of an impact. Now, Byron Jones is still 50-50. In my book, the kid have yet to get an interception or anything of that nature. But I'm gonna sit back and just relax and see what he becomes this year. Because now he got the playbook down in the books, and we played too many putting him in this position and putting him in that position and this sort of thing last year. We didn't let him cement himself in this safety position last year. Now, there is another hope that I'm praying for too as well this offseason, is that we got a player that's out there who went out his way to say he would like to play for the Cowboys, and we have to even bring him in or yet. And the day after this draft, I want you to bring in him, and for anything, he would just bring hope to the team. And that's Carmody or Crow, or however you want to call his name. I don't care about his age. If the kid say he want to play for the team, then damn it, let the kid come and play for the team. Let him try out. He can't be no worse than Carr. And Lord have mercy, we know that he's gonna be better than what's this kid named Wilcox, JJ. Good Lord. He can't cover nothing. He can't cover nothing. But I'm not trying to excoriate him or cast aspersions on him. What I'm saying is what I'm pretty much is lamenting the fact that we just need some playmakers out there. And just don't let this one pass you by, the Cromartie kid. I said it the last time he was free out there on the market. Pick this kid up. But we do get stubborn to a degree, and we pass up on good players. But that's just neither here nor there. The draft is around the corner, and all I want for Cowboy Nations to do is to sit back and watch Jerry the GM make the right decision, and we can jump for joy, and we can set this season ablazing into the heavens and host that Lombardi trophy and be on that quest for, like I say, for this year, for that quest for 6. It's been a pleasure speaking with you all today. I'm glad that you offered a chance for me to give you what's on my mind in a meditation type of sense. Meditating on the Cowboys, right? And that's my time. Peace. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this channel. I'm out.